I'm trying to find the file on my list here. Okay, is probably PDF Maker Bookmarks.
Okay.
Now, do you understand styles in Word? You understand like heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3?
Mm-hmm.
You understand the style. Those are styles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so essentially there's some value to using styles in Word. So you look at this document here, and you have the document open, correct?
Right.
So if you look down at the bottom here, here's my document here. So the 1.0 is going to represent heading 1. And the 1.1 is going to represent heading 2. And so when it has 3 digits next to it, that's going to represent heading 3. And you kind of understand that, how that hierarchy works, right?
Yep.
So every time you see a 3 digits like 1.1-2, that's going to be a heading 3. This one's going to be a heading 3. Okay. Page down a little bit. And then we've got, looks like I have a heading 2 right here. See that? Then I got a heading 3. And I have another heading 3. Now, we can actually use these headings to, in Word, and this is really the way it was designed. You're supposed to use Word with headings. Now let's come up to the very top where it talks about the table of contents. And we're going to generate a table of contents. So if you click on References here, click underneath the Table of Contents label there, click on Table of Contents, and you can generate one of these Table of Contents, right?
Okay, now where did you find Table of Contents?
Okay,
Under
you click
References, okay.
under Preferences. On the far left side, there's a thing called Table of Contents.
Oh,
And you can choose any one of these. It doesn't matter which one you choose. They're all just different styles is all they are, different looks and layouts. So here's the table of contents. See that?
Mm-hmm.
So you generated that from the headings. Now that's an advantage of using headings, right?
Right.
But now this also is linkable. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So if I hold my control key down and I click on one of these labels here, it actually links to that specific spot.
Okay.
Now from a bookmark perspective, aren't these basically your bookmarks?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what you want to have in your bookmark? So my point here is this, is you can actually create your bookmarks in Word by using the standard features of Word and then converting it across using the PDF Maker product. You can also see up here where you have these links. You can preserve these links. See it? In here. See that? How that works? You can make that work in PDF too. Now let's take a look at some of these options. If you click on your little menu on the very top called Acrobat, this is an Acrobat add-on on Word. And then click on the left side where it says Preferences. These are the preferences, and I actually have this all documented in the Level 2 book. All these options are all documented. But I wanted to show you today because it sort of brings this class together more. So right here, you see this checkbox that says Create Bookmarks? And this link here that says Add Links?
Mm-hmm.
Those both have to be checked because that's what we want to convert out, right? Now, if you click on this little tab on the very top up here called Bookmarks, see right there?
Mm-hmm.
This tells me what I'm going to convert out. Now, in my case, I'm only converting heading 1. See it? But I may want to convert both heading 1 and all the way to heading 3. Those are the 3 that I want to convert. So you tell it what headings you want to convert to the bookmarks. Now, what I'm trying to show you here is a very valuable feature, because I actually I told somebody one time, and she basically turned to me and said, what this gal did was she was the PDF person, okay? All the writers that she worked with gave her the documents, and she created all the PDF documents and posted it on the internet. Okay? She got done with this class and told me that now I need to go back and teach the writers how to write the right way. Okay?
Yeah.
If she can teach them to use headings for all of their titles, that's going to save her a ton of work. See that? So, and that was the thing. Now, this feature that we're talking about right now is a very undocumented feature in Adobe. I had to go out to the internet and search for stuff, and I didn't find a whole lot. Most of it I had to kind of figure out on my own. But it's a very undocumented feature. And do you know the reason why? Because we're talking about Adobe versus Microsoft. Okay. Why would Adobe want to promote Microsoft tools?
Right.
I think there's some political issues here, right? That may be preventing them from actually doing it. Okay, so anyways, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying that it sounds like it's not a very well documented feature, but it's an extremely valuable feature. Okay, so now you say okay to this, and I see this little button that says Create PDF. You click on Create PDF, and it's going to say, okay, Acrobat needs to, see that it's using the PDF Maker program here. See that? Needs to save the following file before continuing. Okay. Yes, I want to save it. You can use the same file name, which is just fine. And then it's going to ask me for the PDF file. And follow my little strategy, I'll put my AAA up here just so it puts it at the top of the list, so I won't have to go find it if I need to. And then you simply say save. And it's going to go through the PDF Maker product, convert the product across. It takes a little longer to convert it, but once it's converted, guess what you've got? Bookmarks. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Did you see the bookmarks?
Isn't
that interesting?
That's great.
So essentially, everything I taught you today, you don't have to do.
Wow.
Really, right?
Yeah.
Because you can do it in Word. We talked about links. We talked about bookmarks today. We've talked about, we haven't gotten to security yet, but we're going to talk about security in a minute, okay? So a lot of the things we talked about, now it's hard for me to explain PDF Maker if you don't understand bookmarks, or you don't understand the links and things like that. If you don't understand that, it's hard to really comprehend the value of this product, of this feature. Okay, as you can see here, I can come down here and see the links.